Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Come here, bud. Come here, handsome man. You're so handsome. Benzo, yes, you're very handsome man. I got one of my favorite t-shirts on. It says, Lord, please help me be the person my dogs think I am. Yep. It has my tag. It's my tag. To me, it looks like a heart from a distance. An exclamation point and a question mark. They share the same dot. Yep. Came up with that when I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. I was like, because I always had all this energy. People that don't have energy, they don't like people with energy. I don't like people with displaced energy. I don't like people who just like have willy-nilly random, and that is what has just occurred to me. I'm like, that is what drives me crazy about. Just when people are just there's no rhyme or reason, just blah, they just like scream randomly and stuff like that. That I'm just like, what? What's the imbalance there? Why? I don't think people should scream unless there's like freaking a wall of water coming at you. I think that's the cause to scream. Or you're at a place where, at a fun park where they're provoking screams with roller coasters and chasing sensations like that. But I don't think screaming is just there. It's not needed. So, and I was so excited to come home recently, and the neighbors have for sale sign on their freaking, and you always got it's first you gotta get elated, and then it's like, oh, you always after it's like, you gotta keep it open ended as to who's coming in next. Just be better than what you got now. Please just be better than what I got now, because they freaking suck. They suck. They're more of why freaking what's wrong with the world, man. I had a weird exchange day. I mean, it was bittersweet. I ended a relationship with freaking Winco. We'll never go back there again, man. They sealed off their water their water refill stations. Now you can just buy, but there's a limit, and then I'm just like, dude, I don't have running water, man. It's freaking hate. I just want to go live on my mountaintop with the creek, nearby in a well. That's cool. I won't bother nobody ever again. Can I get the USA Corp buyout? $100,000. I won't ever won't drive on your roads. You won't see me anymore. Except for here. I'm not leaving the tubes. It's where I connect with people. Connect. The more you connect, same freak tribe, the more people focus on things, the more the thing grows. Look at the thing that's growing now, man. It's so stupid. It's like, thank God I meditated about an hour a day. I only got to do 33 minutes, but ordinarily, I've been stocking up, because going to the stupid store, I'm like, that's water. I'm like, do you realize? I'm like, do you realize it's 3 days? 3 days for somebody to be dead without water. Yeah, look, yeah, people like you can go a couple months easy, food. Look at you, yeah. You obviously aren't worried about health. That's what is funny to me with all this stuff. All these people are like, people freaking die every day. 241 people die every day just from drinking, just because they can't stop themselves, just because they have the obsession of alcohol craving. That's 88,000 people a year from booze, from a conscious decision, from on purpose. They do it to themselves, by the food they eat, and then you get to a point in your life, and I got extra weight on me that I didn't realize I wasn't willing to look at. So now I'm addressing that. I didn't realize I'd put as much weight on as I did. I knew I put on some weight, I didn't put on a lot of weight, but I put on more than I thought I did. That's the thing, is I'm not a know-it-all. I don't think I know it. Things sneak by me all the time. Just because I'm a clown doesn't mean I don't get duped. I get duped all the time, even by myself, So, but things are changing. I won't go back to that store, but I found another source immediately. that's more convenient. That was great, which had me go to get more dog food. And guess what? There's only 4 bags on the shelf, but one was what I needed. So it's like, that's the thing, is like, things, people live in scarcity, and it's like, when you go there, what you need isn't going to be there. When you live in that, with that fear in your heart. I don't live with that fear in my heart, so when I go there, everything when I need is always on the shelf. And if it's not, then I don't quite need it. So, and that's the panic, because it's just like Chicken Little. I called the live, I started to do a live earlier, and there were errors and stuff, and wasn't really feeling it anyway. So Chicken Little, and to go familiarize yourself with the story. I don't care what people think. I just want people to think for themselves. That's all. I just want them to think for themselves. Something past the storyline that's being presented to you on any sort of interface, whether it's, internet, TV, media, unless somebody that's there. I asked on Facebook this morning. I just put on, asked, do I know anyone that has this? And everyone I said, they know somebody who knows somebody. And I'm like, oh, we're back here again. I know people are dying. People die every day from booze and being sick and diabetes. People have been touting health for years and years and years. But hey, it profits more for people if people aren't healthy. So who cares, right? And then tell somebody cares. That's what happens. Who cares until somebody cares? I've been trying to, and healthy. You gotta stay healthy. If you don't have the freaking excess weight on you, it doesn't put extra pressure on your lungs and your joints and your bones, and then people don't need so many knee replacements and stuff like that, from the stress that you put on from eating your feelings instead of just telling people that you think they're really a piece of shit. So I just tell people I just really think that they're a piece of shit. Only when they're a jerk to me, man. And you'd be surprised, man. I can't, I wonder how, no, I can't do that. There's laws and stuff like that. I can't do that, but, I can assure you, that is one thing, that freaking dude, that's, the freaking Twinkie at the top, that guy drives me crazy. A lot of that is because he and I have a lot of the same astrological placements. So the parts that I can't stand in me are the parts that I hate in him, but I know that they're in me. So I can understand why he does stuff. One of the things that I'm glad he's not doing is, like, I'm not wearing a mask. Good, because I'm not fucking gonna wear a mask either. And I'm not putting this over my face either to make other people feel more comfortable. I'm not. See, I'm healthy. I've taken a lot of effort to maintain my health, And people get sick. Why do people get sick? Because they don't listen to their bodies. Because they keep going when they should stop. But a lot of people can't stop. Well, guess what? Guess who's stopping now? Everybody. Everyone's stopping now. Whole world breaks on. It is I dare say unprecedented. It's amazing. It's freaking cosmic. Because only something, I just think about all the parts that had to fall into place to get freaking the whole world to go in and just, most of the world is ready for it. Just like, oh, don't go to work? Okay. Whatever, for a while. But that, because the weather hasn't been nice, but weather's going to start getting nice, and people are going to start getting a little bit more defiant here, so the rubber band's going to stretch a little bit. And what happens when you restrict people, when you bottleneck stuff, when you got to slow people up, people have to slow down after an accident. What do they do as soon as they get past the accident? So what's the whole world you thinking the whole world's gonna do as soon as it's gonna get released? The whole world. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I can't wait to find my little mountain. So, what else was I gonna talk about? Chicken Little. Yeah, go familiar side. Other people's fear is not my fear. I learned that a long time ago. The freaking scary guy got to me when I was a baby, you know what I mean? I've had terrible things happen to me by kids, by hand, but it doesn't matter. The culprit is a vibration. Evil is a vibration. We're all vibration, and more people are coming into the knowing and realization that we're all vibration. And it's not how your heart beats, it's how you vibe when your heart is at a resting state. It's when your heart isn't beating. That, to me, that is what all the in-between states. How you connect to the rest of the cosmic soup. That is how you vibe in my third eye, as I see it. And more people, because, I mean, you can't hide low vibe. You can't. So, I mean, people start acting sideways when they get shut in too much. They start doing weird stuff, why are you posting that stuff on your your social media, I was listening to a talk earlier, this is the year the kings are falling, in 2020, the year of clear vision. People, all that shit that I've seen my whole life, all that lower vibrational crap that got covered up for years and years, all those corporations, huge corporations. I worked in Omaha. I was in IT. I saw these freaking VPs and presidents, and because they all give themselves titled, they all had porn and crap on their machine. Then you just tell the boss, and then the boss is just a good old boy, and all cleaning up. And it's just like I used to get mad all the time, because I'm just like, why do I have to go to work and have to see this crap on? I mean, it's like these men make freaking enough money, they can buy their own laptop, they can buy their own computer, and they can freaking do that stuff at home, but they tout it. That's what egos do. They don't give a fuck, y'all. They're gonna do what they want, and they're gonna put it where people can find it, and they're gonna see. You gonna say something? Well, yeah, I say stuff all the time. VPs up in freaking West Corp, G4S, freaking porn. And it's just, none of them ever got, I never got hush money, I never got, never got pay raises, stuff like, they never got fired, they always get, and it's all that stuff. And then look at all the CEOs that are getting fired now. Look at all the CEOs that are resigning, because CEOs don't get fired, they resign. It's just all this whole freaking charade of smoke and mirrors, this whole false world that these people want people to believe is all coming down. Because hopefully when people resurrect from this time going within, hopefully you're going to be more sensitive. It happened to me. Got more sensitive, and you're going to be more in tune with yourself if you took the time to get to know yourself and to listen to yourself and just tune into yourself. And then when you go out there, you're going to freaking just know bullshit. I'm just a bullshit freaking Geiger counter, man. It's drawn to me. And the ego, the narcissist, the biggest asshole, freaking drawn to me. Just like the biggest hearts are, too. I'm full spectrum, man. You gotta be prepared for anything. Sometimes you even gotta be prepared to say you're wrong. I do have to do that from time to time. I get my wires crossed, and the stories, I get my an idea of a story, and then their story's different, and okay, let's get on the same page. But it's only two people that care to do that. Anyway, I think about that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.